the final for the class, which is just, I think, 20 questions. The other night, I stayed up till 1 a.m. with her doing homework, and that was just finishing up chemistry. So we're done with chemistry. So today we're going to do the PowerPoint after I get off with you. And we're going to do the PowerPoint, and she has to, like, film herself doing it. And then, so she's going to do that after. I like that they brought back, like, the painting artworks, if you see it. Oh, I got to turn off the thing here. Oh wait, I also have to turn on your sound settings. Speak. Okay, just making sure it's coming through on the mic.
God, Vinny, he posted probably the worst video, like not even a stream. It's like Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD Death Reel, and it's like a half-an-hour video.
Jesus Christ.
How to not watch...
Oh, can I show you a YouTuber after this?
Sure.
So I found him, and he seems like the kind of guy you would like. He's made a few videos. It's about how people design their game and how they do certain things. One of the first one I saw was on Jack and Dexter, how they created their open world. And did you know about the Jack and Dexter tripping mechanic?
No.
Yeah, there's a tripping mechanic. So it's used for people who speedrun. They figured people would speedrun their game. So if they're going through too fast, so fast that the level won't be able to switch. So the way the game works is that it switches out models. Instead of using the whole like low poly and you get closer, it's higher poly. The entire area is always higher poly, but they find out ways to get around switching out the models from the low poly to the high poly.
Yeah.
So, like, he goes out around some of it, and he's like, oh yeah, there's a very rare tripping mechanic in the game where... Oh, I'm still in Monkey Monastery, my bad. There's a very rare tripping mechanic where if someone's going through so quickly that the level didn't swap out yet, it'll force the camera to go up a little, and Jack will trip and fall on the ground. And I'm like, I've sped-run Jack and Dexter. I've never had that happen to me.
Now that makes 3 games where tripping is a mechanic. There's Brawl, there's Animal Crossing, and there's Jack and Daxter.
And they were
Brawl
like...
was the only one that's known for it.
And I won't say everything in the video. The other one he said was how Mario Sunshine made its water. And it's like...
That's all interesting stuff.
Yeah. So, like, he's new, too. He's like a new YouTuber. Not a lot of people have seen him. Or maybe... I don't know, because I heard... I was talking to a guy at work who was talking about it, and he said he saw a Game Grumps video talking about it, so maybe people have seen the guy already. But I just found him a couple weeks ago, and I told Connor to look him up.
Yeah. I found a YouTuber who does something similar, but isn't doing it right. Me and Max decided to watch it because I wanted to watch it, and there was a few videos about how Pokemon Cries were made back in Gen 1. Because, back then it was just 8-bit and, garbled. So I was like, alright, I want to see, like, the science behind it. Like, what is it supposed to be? How do they do it? Because it's all 8-bit stuff. It's, like, it's doable. And the interesting stuff is, like, it was a 20-minute video. It was, like, every Pokemon's cry is made up of 3 noises, like 3 channels. The 4th one isn't used because the Game Boy only had 4.
And yeah, they had to have something for the music, right?
No, the music completely cuts out whenever Pokemon cries play.
Really?
Yeah.
That's bad.
Unless maybe that 4th channel or something, but yeah, they use 3 of the 4 channels, and not all the Pokemon use the 3. What was really interesting that he said like pretty quickly is out of all 151 Pokemon, there are only maybe 30 actual cries, while the rest are altered versions of them. So then for the next like 15 of the 20-minute video, he is analyzing the code, and it is the most boring thing, and I just started skipping after a while because he's
By
like...
the way, you would know this voice real quick, not to cut you off, but you would know that voice.
Right.
Even if you can't place it, you recognize that voice 100%, I guarantee you.
I couldn't hear him because I was talking.
Alright, here, I'll talk. Be quiet real quick. I'll just talk to him again so you can hear it. If it lets me.
The wizards are invulnerable to our attacks. Maybe if you had a way to reflect the magic bolts back at them, you might be able to beat them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you know who it is?
Yeah, D. Bradley Baker. He's an eye ninja.
Yeah.
He played,
Oh, ninja!
Yeah.
See if you can find me.
He's one of the most common, or he has some of the most roles ever.
This is an interesting level. You can continue with what you're saying, but I can't remember how to do the wing thing. Is it both buttons?
But yeah, this guy spent 15 of the 20 minutes just talking about code. I don't even remember the guy's name, so I can't slander him, but I was saying there should be two different tiers of analysis. There's the shallow analysis and the deep analysis, and he was going very deep into the programming of it. Me and Max just wanted to know, you tell us that there are only 30 Cries with 151 Pokemon. Get into that more. And
so
then he just starts going into how the sounds are produced. I mean, it can be interesting stuff, but then it makes you think yeah, these composers had a really miserable time doing this. David Wise even has said that people are Donkey Kong Country is some of the greatest gaming music ever. And he's yeah, but I don't listen to it ever. I regret. He's I don't look back at those days fondly and all this stuff. I'd much rather do the orchestral stuff. And it all just came down to how tough it was to program. I see Spyro, covering himself. Oh, I thought that was a glitch. I forgot you could do that.
Yeah. So what my guy does, I like that I call him my guy. It just feels nice to find a YouTuber that I find that interesting that's not super eye patch wolf, because I feel like eye patch wolf for you guys, it's hard to show you a video that you would care about from him, because he talks about a lot of shows that you either haven't seen or you don't care about.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you can watch the Yu Yu Hakusho video he did right after we finished the show. But
Didn't Max watch one? Didn't do a Bebop one or anything?
He did a Final Fantasy VII one that Max watched.
Oh, that one, yeah. So he loves that one.
Yeah, it's a really good video though. It's in a time where everyone's bashing on Final Fantasy VII, he was just this game's fucking amazing. Yeah. He was do you guys don't realize the scope of this? He's you don't realize the scope of this game at the time. There was no game that felt this big.
Yeah, that's what I'll always give Vinny and Maximilian, dude. They still love 7. They still cherish it. They understand because they grew up in the time. I think it's only the people who really grew up with it.
I mean, I didn't grow up with 7. I mean, I'd never played 7 yet. I'm still playing 9, but I fucking love 9.
Yeah, and I don't even have to play 9 to tell you that you'll probably end up liking 7 just as much,
if not more.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
It depends on taste.
Yeah. That's even going back to the originals. It really just comes down to taste. Max is the believer that the first 6 suck compared to 7. You should never play them, but it's more just comparing 7 to 8 and 9. They're all good in their own ways. I
just wish when I play the game, I'm gonna follow not a guide, because I don't want to know how to play. I just want to know where to go. Because I've been finding that
a much better job at pushing you in the right direction though than the previous ones.
Yeah,
it is the easiest one, but I also had people who knew what they were doing.
But it's just annoying to me. My Final Fantasy 9 walkthrough, quote unquote, just will tell me mechanics that don't exist.
Yeah.
It'll tell me to do the wrong things. It's oh, talk to Ruby after this interaction, or before this interaction, and then this will happen, and then that's just not a scene in the game. That's legit what happened to me. I restarted 3 times because I was what am I doing wrong? I wasn't doing anything wrong. The game just... The guide was just wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, it was the Pokemon video. Also, it didn't help that the guy just didn't have music in the entire video. He doesn't have music in his videos. So it's very awkward when he's just talking.
I didn't finish what I was saying. The reason I brought up was what my guy does. So if he brings up a term that is technical that people might not understand, he brings up text really quickly on the screen explaining what the term means instead of standing there and explaining it.
Yeah. This guy, like the guy that I watched, he basically was becoming a Smash or like a streamer, like a speedrunner, where they just start getting into their own lingo that you can't follow, and they keep going deeper and deeper with it. And like he's talking about like he's literally bringing up strings of code that cover the screen, and that's him talking about how Pokemon Cries are made for like 15 minutes.
And
Then towards the end, he starts getting interesting again. So that's why I like skipped through. It's like, so the Pokemon Cries belong to a family of different sounds. I can explain it so much better. So in those 3 channels, let's break it down into a family of Pokemon. In the 3 channels that each, have their own like line of like whatever sound it's making, for each different Pokemon, they're then either shortened or lengthened or pitched up or down, changed in volume. And the way like 8-bit synthesizers and like the Genesis work is you take the sound and you morph it. Like Super Nintendo couldn't do that because it's importing actual samples, but when you're synthesizing within the console and you start changing the frequency of like waves, it starts doing some weird stuff. Like if you high pitch like an 8-bit sound, it becomes like a completely different sound. So hang on, I'm reading an email.
good thing you're doing that during stream. Your teacher's like, oh yeah, you're not done yet. I forgot to give you this one assignment that's like 80% of your grade.
But anyway, so yeah, it's like every cry is then like altered in pitch and length, and because when 8-bit sounds get like pitched up differently, they just become different sounds sometimes. It's kind of like the buzzy 8-bit to like the beepy 8-bit.
This is really this whole thing you're saying is really annoying me for the prime fact of it's nothing that special.
Yeah.
It's no different than taking an instrument and high pitching it and low pitching it based on what you want the song to be.
Yeah.
That's
another little interesting thing he was talking about is like on one of the channels, which kind of creates the white noise, which is usually used in 8-bit explosions and that kind of stuff. When the 2 like beepy instruments stop, the buzzy one defaults back to like its original volume and setting. So like a lot of Pokemon, like I guess Ghastly, Haunter, Drowsy, Hypno, like Abra, if you can remember any of their cries, it always ends with like just white noise, and like it's usually either like loud or like I don't know, something. So it always like if it trails off like that, it always like reverts to some default thing. So it always just sounds like a second sound is being added on. I don't know why they did that, because then the others where they extend the beepy instruments, you don't get that effect at the end of a cry. But the only interesting thing was like Pokemon that you wouldn't think had the same cry but pitched are the same. Like Ghastly, because it's like it does that. It's actually like the same as other Pokemon that don't have anything close to that. Then there's some that just have their own unique ones, like Kangaskhan. No other Pokemon shares a similar cry setting. And then there are 2 sets of Pokemon that have the exact same, and that's Charizard and Rhyhorn, and then Ditto and Poliwag. Others may sound almost exactly the same, but are slightly altered.
I'm not surprised they have any that sound exactly the same.
Yeah. You know, if you have 151 sounds you gotta make, and you're only so limited, that's how you do it. Keep getting emails. Because school has to send me an email every weekday. Like, oh, here's what's happening.
You're not even in it anymore.
Like yeah. There's like, oh, online events. It's all it is, really. And the sports section's always empty. And that was just one video, too. The second video was what piqued my interest, and it was how Pikachu's voice clips in Pokemon Yellow were put in. Because they are just loud, like, distorted versions of the actual, like, Pikachu voice.
Yeah, they all like are bad. I think I've seen this video. Because this sounds really
and, like,
familiar.
that one is just going into code, and, like, I got lost, and I still don't actually know how they put Pikachu in the game. Basically, and then in the end, he's just like, oh, and here's a demonstration of how I did a better job at compressing him in, and I don't know why they did it this way.
Yeah. He also
And then
probably
the other
wasn't
one-
working with the same hardware.
Yeah. And then the other one was just all 151 Pokemon's Cries and, like, the families they belong in, so it was just a showcase, and that one was the best one. It's just he, you know, had a long pause in between to show. He was actually manually showing how the instruments are, like, bent and, like, stretched to alter the cries to the other Pokemon. And then he started talking about, oh, I made a program where you can alter the Pokemon cries yourself, and, like, it's an interactive thing where you can see how they change, and you can alter values and make your own original Pokemon cries. Which I think is a little interesting for the people who really care.
But you don't care.
Yeah.
You got too much going on in your life to care about something like that.
Yeah. I just, like, I never liked the idea of Pokemon cries, because it's like, you know, you watch the show and they all say their names, and then why don't they do it in the games? And, like, especially in the 8-bit days, like, what am I even hearing? It was impressive, like, after playing Heart Gold again, it's really impressive that on the Game Boy Color, which is, like, I know it is better hardware than the Game Boy, but it's still an 8-bit thing. It's not doing anything better than that. But the cries almost sound like they're better than 8-bit. They start to sound like actual sounds. And that's what I thought was really impressive. Some of them still sound 8-bit, but then others, like, Mareep actually kind of sounds like a sheep. And, like, Cyndaquil, Quilava, and Typhlosion kind of sound... Well, Typhlosion just sounds like an 8-bit mess, but, like, the others don't sound like 8-bit. So I don't know how they're doing stuff like that. And then, like, Ruby and Sapphire start having actual sounds and stuff, but they're really low quality. And then in the DS games, they're, like, higher quality versions. And then, like, in Pokemon Stadium, because only the 8-bit Pokemon games were around, they actually redid all the cries, but, like, they mimicked them, but made them, like, actual high-quality versions of them. Except for Mankey, where they just gave him stock monkey sound effects, which are the same as what they use for Diddy and Smash Brothers. Which I think is funny. And I think Pikachu probably has, like, his actual Pikachu voice.
In Smash, or?
In Pokemon Stadium.
Oh.
I think so, though. Maybe you have to import your Pikachu from Yellow to do it. It might be one of those things. That you can do that to get Surf and Fly, where he's, like, on balloons or using a surfboard. Which is really useful because, you know, Surf and Fly are the most used HMs and the best moves. All the others you would never really want to use in battle.
And what
Surf
Pokemon
is
Snap?
like one of Stadium.
Stadium.
So he actually has a custom animation of him with balloons or a surfboard.
That's cool. Yeah, because both of those are in Snap. That's why I was confused.
Oh yeah, I haven't played Snap.
What? I own it.
I don't know. I'm never really that interested, but I should give it a shot because everyone loves it.
It's very passable, but I enjoy it.
Just because at the time it was only on the Game Boy,
It's
so
one of
like,
those things
seeing
that's
him on
like-
the 64 was great.
It's one of those things where it's like, it's a gimmick. You're buying the gimmick.
Yeah.
As long as you're well aware you're buying the gimmick, you'll like it. It's just like, there's a lot of weird things you have to do in the game too, which I can help you with, because a lot of it's cryptic as fuck. It's like you gotta hit someone. There's one where you have to hit a Squirtle, or is it a War Turtle? It's one of those two. I think it's a Squirtle. In the exact right direction to go over a mountain and hit a switch that is never visible. Do you know how hard that was as a kid?
Yeah.
It's bonkers, dude.
Yeah, but then Pokemon Cries got bad by X and Y because they just sound worse than the DS games for whatever reason. They're really quiet and they all kind of sound the same. And then they redid all of the previous Pokemon Cries. Like even the DS ones, which already sounded fine, they redid and made them sound worse.
For what game?
X and Y. But at that point, they all just sound like little creatures and not unique.
Fuck. What? How did he get ahead of me? This is hard. I don't want to play this game anymore. It's too hard.
Man, I feel like the opposite about Pokemon Cries. I prefer the in-game cries in the show. Like, it's really annoying that they just say their names and then others don't.
That's how they name them, right? Is that they hear them say their name once and then that's it? That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah.
It says Pikachu, so we shall call it Pikachu.
And there's a lot of them are really annoying.
Also, Professor Oak's a fucking dipshit.
Yeah.
There's only 150 Pokemon. What about these continents? What?
That was like a meme photo. It was like Bill talking to Ash. It's like, there are 151 Pokemon out there, and then he's like, what about the other continents? And it shows like a really close-up of Bill serious, and he's like, the what?
I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised I'm not the only one who's thought of that joke.
Yeah.
It's just, there's, what, over 1,000 now?
Yeah.
With
Over 1,000 in the game where you can't have them all in it.
No, they're all going to
Over
be
1,000
DLC.
Pokemon, and half of them have bad designs.
I'm actually the odd one out. I don't mind Black and White's designs.
They just didn't, like, they weren't recognizable to me. Like, I played the game. I only played Black once. And I don't really remember many Pokemon from it.
I can't tell you the names, but I can remember some of the Pokemon.
Yeah, like, I can't remember any names.
Like, I know there's the Trash one, the Vanilla one, the Tombstone one.
I had the Chandelier one on my team.
Chandelure.
Yep. I picked Oshawott, so I forget what the final form was called. I know it was Oshawott, Dewott, and... Oh, Samurott.
Yeah, that's right. That's the stupid one with the horn on its head.
Yeah, it's the
That doesn't
normal
look like
Pokemon.
any of the other evolutions, by the way.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. It's like a cute creature, and then it's like, a little slightly less cute, but older, and then it's just a monster for the last one. Gen 2, like, did okay, where it's like, Typhlosion still looks like Cyndaquil Glava, but he is like this beast. But like Meganium is just like slightly better, like slightly bigger version of Bayleaf. But then like Feraligatr is just this disgusting creature compared to Totodile.
Oh, man. They told me to give you... Let's see if we'll fuck it up.
But then in Black and White 2...
Neo.
Then in Black and White 2, instead of having only the Unova Pokemon, they did bring back a lot of the previous ones so that you're a little more familiar. But I'm not going to do that when I play. I'm only going to have a team of the new ones just so I can get to know them better. It's kind of what I do. It's like I try to only stick to a team of the Pokemon from that region. It's just... In like Fire Red and Leaf Green, you only get Kanto Pokemon. And then in Heart Gold and Silver, you only get Kanto and Johto Pokemon, so it's kind of limiting. So then I, imported over a team of mostly Hoenn and Sinnoh Pokemon.
I want to replay a Pokemon game very badly. It's been so long.
Yeah, I'm back into the series now.
So like,
ever since playing Heart Gold, because some of the games are amazing.
So
I just really want to know what the dumping off point is.
My dumping off point was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I played.
Yeah, it's probably gonna. I'm guessing that's gonna be mine because they're remakes of my favorite games in the series, and everything I've seen of them I hate. They got rid of the abandoned ship.
I don't, because I sold it. It's the first Pokemon game I was ever just like, I hate this, and I got rid of it. I
only ever sold Fire Red and Leaf Green.
I don't even know what the last obstacles are to get in this map. What? Oh. Yeah, I played X and Y. I did enjoy X and Y. I felt like they were trying to like open the scope up of the game.
Yeah, and when they're trying to like make new ideas, it's fine. It's just when they butcher the old ones that's the problem. The only thing I just don't like about X and Y is the introduction of Mega Evolutions and just more forms for Pokemon.
One thing I liked about Black and White is that it had a room. I don't remember if this is the second Black and White or the first one. It had a room that brought back a lot of the old gym leaders.
That's 2.
Okay, yeah.
Every single gym leader and champion are in it.
Yeah. So, like, every so often you go and there'd be different champions or gym leaders or whatever. I thought it was interesting.
I like it more in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where it's just the Kanto gym leaders revisited and they're all redesigned. Black and White 2 used those redesigns, but then it got interesting because there are Sinnoh gym leaders that show up in the game. You can't challenge them, they're just visiting Johto. So, it was in Celadon City. I think her name is Maylene. She's like the fighting gym leader. She was in an eating contest in one of the restaurants. And then Crasher Wake was in the department store. And he gives you masks to like dress your Pokemon up in for Turtwig, Piplup, and Chimchar.
I never got into that aspect.
Yeah, I don't like the dressing up in the contest.
I mean,
that's what Ruby and Sapphire did because they wanted to try to get girls to play the game.
Yeah, because the only reason I remember Ruby and Sapphire started that is because in the anime, that's all that was May's whole shtick. She wasn't a fighter; she liked dressing them up.
Yep, it's all a marketing strategy.
It's really weird. You know who voices May in the anime?
Isn't it just
the voice of Ash?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you're just hearing the same person. I can't believe they did that. It's so awkward to me. A show where you talk to yourself mostly. These are the
like
two
South
like
Park. It's 2 guys just talking to themselves. Or imagine Conquer, just Perceiver going insane.
These are the 2-legged mammals from Scorch and Spyro 2. The ones that dig their head in the sand.
Yeah.
Boom. Done. What's next on our drive if you were to go to just our normal big project drive? What would be the next game? Because we could just move on to that, try to keep those 2 in order.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. It's from the ones we are familiar with. We'll save the ones we haven't played for last. I was also thinking that if we end up finding any other games that are on PlayStation...
Oh, I did.
We should consider like dropping some of the ones that we're completely unfamiliar with and are totally obscure. Like we haven't played Skyrim, but it should definitely be in because it's a huge game.
Yeah, but
like any of the lesser ones, like the really obscure ones, if we find another obscure thing that we think would fit better, we should replace it.
I'm already getting rid of 2 of them. I decided this the other day. It's the game called Echochrome and a game called Escape Plan. Yeah. I'm going to keep those as stages and not characters.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, first of all, they don't really have characters in the game. The only reason I added them is because a lot of like All-Stars lists had them as characters. But they're both puzzle games. I'd rather have them as like a cool stage instead of like a character to like get confused by.
Mm-hmm. The next thing is Crash.
Oh, you don't own Crash 1.
I don't own Crash 1, but I was thinking, what if you boot up the originals and I boot up Insane?
That is something I wanted to talk to you about. Do you think we should kind of mix the 2? I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it's just like talking about this on stream feels weird. But it's like, do you think we should mix the 2? Like, take Reignited's general like recreation, but add some elements of the original, like maybe if they had different lighting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe if something looked a little bit different, just tweak it a little bit to make it look a little more like the original. I had a really, really good idea for the Dreamweavers world we have picked out.
What?
So you know I want to have the stage shift and change as depending on the crossover.
Yeah.
This is the only. I went through the Spyro stages we picked. This is the only stage that it could work with. Change the Skybox to the Skybox used in the stage.
Yeah.
It
I
won't.
just thought of an idea. So
It won't work for Skelos Badlands because that's a very specific looking level, and it won't work for what's the other one we picked? Fireworks Factory.
Yeah.
But it'll definitely work for that level. The
I just thought of a crossover for Dreamweavers because we're using the hub world now, right?
yeah.
Chop Chop Master Onion should come, and then they shoot the cannon at him, and it just makes him grow huge and start trampling the area.
Maybe.
Or he comes in and he starts rapping about how he doesn't need a cannon to grow big, and it's like, just imagine whatever he says.
I kind of want, like, Chop Chop is very important to me. I kind of want it to be, like, a big kind of thing.
Yeah. He fights Kevin Butler in the sky.
Shut up.
He'd be our joke character.
They're just making the old sounds from the...
You know, if I could swim, I'd dive under that water and press the switch to open that door up there.
I thought of a song idea I want to do that's probably unrelated to our project. I want to do the All Masters rap from Parappa 1, but in the Spyro sound font. It's just because it has that organ, and it just reminds me of Spyro.
Do it.
So, like, take the beat and do it, and then for the rap, I want to try to find every word used in the rap, but, like, one of the dragons in Spyro 1 saying it, and make a rap out of it, and then see if I can find Spyro saying those, which will be much harder. So I'll probably have to resort to, like, morphing words. So, like, like, just make Spyro and the dragons rap the whole song.
Oh, jeez. I don't know.
That'd be really hard to do.
I would do that if I were you, I would do that outside just so people can actually voice it. You know what I mean?
That'd be funnier to, like, actually get the characters themselves to say it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like get the
Like,
characters
morph
to
them.
voice. Oh, you want to just. I think it would be funnier if you had the characters actually do it. Sound morphing doesn't sound professional.
Yeah, but that's the point. It's like a funny thing. It's like we didn't hire whatever his name is to do it.
We should have. Although he would
Yeah.
never have said Rick Lasseter and Mitch Hawk will die.
That's what we were saying, because, like, Gilbert Gottfried has that, like, thing where you can just pay him to say whatever you want. And we're like, you're watching Brothers Galaxy.
Rick Lasseter and Mitch
Yeah.
Hawk will
Start
fucking die. Fuck me.
Because the way it was easy to make the Brogal thing was, I found a transcription of the DK rap, so I was just control Fing to find words. So, like, will and then, like, stuff like that, just pinpointing the words. I forget where, like, that comes from, but, like, it was the end of a word, and then I just, like, put the D in the beginning of it. So if I can find some sort of, like, script for Spyro, that'd be an easy way to pinpoint things. Or maybe, like, change the words, like, to Spyro-related stuff a little bit.
Probably. I don't know. I still really like our idea for the Buzz crossover being with Cheep Cheep and how she, like, invades his TV set. And
Yeah,
she starts
puts him on the spot.
Puts him on the spot, and so she's like, crack, crack, crack the eggs into the bowl. And she's like, oh, crack, 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 crack the eggs into the bowl. It's like getting nervous.
Yeah, and, like, it says you rapping bad.
Like, she gets mad at him. Dude, so for the stage where the airport mixed with Jammer, I want to make it so that hat he has is like the item, and you could that's
Yeah.
what you throw on your opponent. And because it's such like when he gets hit in the head, he's angry. If the hat hits you, that's it. You cannot control your character anymore. It fucks up the controls and makes it so
It's like a rage mode. Like,
Yeah.
It's in, like Final Fantasy Berserk mode.
Yeah.
You're stronger, but you can't even control.
yeah, pretty much.
Is that in 9?
Not that I've been to, but I've also have not played Final Fantasy 9 since the last time I talked to you about it.
Oh.
I've had
So it's
no
probably maybe
time
later
with
in the
it.
game. It's not in the remake of 7. The Berserk. I keep calling it Berserk because that's what it's called in Fire Emblem. And in that, it's really bad because there's only one way to cure it, and that's to have a specific staff that can cure it. And if you don't have that, you better just hope your party member doesn't go trying to kill the other party members, and then they kill him. So it's really annoying. Basically, it's just like kill that Berserk party member to just put him out of its misery. And
Show
prevent
that
anyone else from it.
fucker who's boss.
But it's funny because starting with Final Fantasy VI, the animation for being mind controlled is them spinning around. So it's like when they like do the victory dance, that spin, they're just constantly spinning.
Yes, that is inside Final Fantasy 9. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Now that
in
you
7,
said-
it's just Because
Now-
then in 7, they just take your character model and start spinning them in circles.
Yeah, that's
The
what
best is when
that's
I
what
was using it
happens.
the best is when I started using it on enemies. Because one time I was fighting a giant dragon, and that dragon was spinning in circles across the whole screen. And there was like this enemy that was a bunch of like flies like flying around. Or it was like some like balls. Yeah, it was a bunch of balls like in an orbit. I got that orbit to start spinning in circles, and it started looking really weird.
Yeah, now that you said the spinning thing, 9 does it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I
It has
can't
all
remember.
the same status ailments. I mean, some of the games vary it up. Like 5 and 6 have 5 has old. Old is a status ailment where your character starts slowly like turning more gray until they become old, and then like they're just really bad. And then 6 has zombie as like a status ailment where they're at 0 health but they're still alive, but they're on autopilot and they may attack your own party. And the only way to reverse them is to cure them, but then that makes them faint. And then 6 like turn frogs into kappas. So just little things like that.
Fuck me, dude. This fucking Firefly. There we go. Martine. Did you know Brogal is streaming? What the fuck? They said they would call me! I don't know why my phone tells us when I'm streaming.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Did you know? No, I didn't. Thank you. Fuck me in the fucking ass. Just eat me out. All the way back here. And because I died... That's a nice looking skybox. Because I died... These things have a really bad hitbox, by the way. If you try to fly against that axe, even if it's like way past, you'll hit the hitbox for it and it won't let you move.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
But yeah, some of the games I was thinking maybe we can add, because I was going through my Capcom book again, trying to see like maybe some games I can get into. And-
So there's also, sorry, I can't remember the name of it. I'll go back in the stream. But Nublitz pointed out a PlayStation 2 game that had, it's an RPG that had 2 games on the PS2 that I've never heard of. It was released in America and it was fucking put out by Midway. You know what Midway is, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm shocked that it never came out. Or I'm shocked I've never heard of it.
Yeah. I mean, the PlayStation 2, like, PlayStation is just one of the biggest things ever. Like, it's right behind Nintendo, I'd say. So, like, or maybe even ahead. So they're just probably
I think Nintendo
thousands of
still has
games
more
we've never
iconic
heard of.
characters.
Well, yeah. But, like, in terms of games and series, like, just in general, PlayStation has probably thousands we've never heard of.
Yeah, I'm looking for stuff that was like... Even if it's obscure, I don't care, honestly, if it's an obscure game. If it's a part of the history that people remember, I think it should be a part of it. Even if there's a lot of work to be done and all that shit.
Yeah. It's just if we find something better.
By the way,
we
I'm
can work
shocked that
more
we
with.
put in all these indie games for like indie representation. We never put in the indie game that's in every other indie game.
Shovel Knight.
Yeah. I like Shovel Knight.
Yeah, me too.
So I was thinking we should add Castle Crashers and Shovel Knight and replace it, the two games I want to get rid of.
Yeah. It's Castle Crashers, you got your costumes right there. How many skins are we gonna have? 4?
I kind of, instead of skins, I just rather have costumes and just have colorations on those costumes.
Yeah.
Is that what you
I want
mean?
to do, costumes would be what I'd want, because we can think of probably at least 4 for every single character.
I mean, some might be a little bit harder, but we can get creative.
Yeah, because then you have your idea of doing like unique ones to the game.
So
But
yeah,
not all of them really need that, so...
I'm thinking even if it's... I want to do, if it's not like a full alteration, just a slight alteration to make it unique.
Yeah.
But like, I want to take the designs of... The way I'm kind of designing them in my head is I'm taking designs of ones that have already been like iconic, and how can we slightly alter it to make it ours without losing the charm of its original design.
Yeah.
I'm putting a lot more thought into every single detail than you would imagine.
Mm.
That's...
It's like me and Max with Smash. We were thinking of 8 costumes for every character. Like actual costumes. That Sakurai would never do. Even Cloud. Cloud was tough to think of 8, but I think we thought of them.
And one could be as cross-dressing.
Yeah, so there's regular, cross-dressed, Advent Children, and not, Advent Children with a missing sleeve, just one Advent Children one. Him dressed as a soldier. We were saying Kid Cloud, but it's not he's a kid, but he's dressed in the outfit he was as a kid. Then it got hard after that. I was saying like Zack could be one, or maybe it's just Cloud with black hair.
There's Zack, and then who's the other one? That wielded the Buster Sword? Based on the continuity of 7, that's really muddled.
Genesis?
Yes. You can have that.
I don't even remember him. I don't even know what game he's in. It's probably like Crisis Core or something.
Crisis Core. Which is surprisingly not a bad game. If you ever wanted to give it a shot.
Yeah.
It's just like... The only reason I don't really like playing it is because it's part of a large continuity that now no longer exists. The fly button's not working for me. Glide, every time I hit it, he just starts falling down. Or did it work that time?
But then me and Max also thought of another idea. Like after we're done with even everything wrong with Smash Ultimate, we want to do how we would improve things.
That's always been
Like
something
how we
I
would
wanted to do. It's like how I would fix certain problems with games. Because I'm not like... Obviously, we're not game creators. But we already think outside the box for a lot of things.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting to figure out what exactly we could come up with.
Yeah.
But again, there's things like limitations. There's things like limitations. There's things where it's like, sometimes you think this is going to be a great idea on paper, and you start fucking doing it, and you do it perfectly, and it comes out, and you're just like, I'm not feeling it anymore.
Yeah.
It's not as good as I thought it would be.
We wanted to go in depth with that too, like, for each game almost. Like, I mean, for the characters, it'd be like it would probably be like a 100-part thing. It'd be like one video's on Mario, and it's like, what would his victory be? What would his 4 costumes be for like 60? And we'd probably like give 64 the benefit of like, they can just be colors because, it was limited. But Melee and onward, they can actually be costumes. And like, what would those 4 be? And then when you get to Smash 4, what would the like 8 of them be? And they'd have to adhere to what was out at the time and stuff like that. And like Smash 64 doesn't have side Bs, so like, what would their moves be? So it makes no sense that Link has a boomerang and not a bow when adult Link can't use a boomerang.
So one of the things I was thinking of for our project is have each character has like 4 outfits, right?
Yep.
But have a feature where you can, because one of my favorite things about Capcom versus SNK2, or a lot of the those games, is the color fucking with the colors. Yeah. Have a mode where you can literally just fuck with the colors, do whatever color combination you want, and that's your. Instead of us making a bunch of different variations, you make what you want.
Yeah.
And that is kind of, I mean, you could see that as lazy, or like, oh, they didn't feel like, but it's also this, like, it would take a lot longer to implement the fact that this character can have every single color on them than it would be to actually make all the costumes or all the colors for the costume.
Yeah.
Because now instead of just having set colors,
as accessible as doing it on the character select, like in 4 players, so like each player can just start making their own at the same time and save them. Kind of like Brawl and like Onward, where you can put in names just in the middle of the character select screen, so you don't have to boot to another menu. Because I know how it is, just like the RGB slider, and it's as easy as that.
But that's what I was thinking.
And like the model would just pop up, and then like...
Marta disappeared. Marta's gone.
Yeah.
How many fucking gems are in this stage? I got 500 already. 600. Smackaroos. Donald Trump, what are you doing here? Didn't you literally tell people to drink bleach? You just have to say thanks for your help. You're not going to give me a fucking dragonfly? What are my stats for this level? I have 700 gems?
I only like found a few games that I'd be interested to play on PlayStation, like from Capcom. I don't think we put Beautiful Joe in, did we?
No, because I thought that was a PlayStation or a GameCube exclusive.
No, it's on both.
Oh.
Then there's this game called Killer 7 that looks really interesting, where it's about an assassin with multiple personality disorder.
Keep a list of all of them.
Yeah.
And rate it on whether...
CGR, I'm just going to find a bunch too.
Rate it as if, look up what its relation to PlayStation is. And then if it's a stage where we should do the 4 stages in a character and all that, or if it's just one of the things where you can't get a character from it, so we just put a few stages.
Yeah, Beautiful Joe can get a character.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, this game Killer 7, it's on GameCube and PS2, so it's basically a guy with multiple personality disorder, but he has 7 personalities and they're all assassins, and he changes his body and everything, so it's 7 characters in one. That'd be insane to work with and do a fighting game, but it's something.
I was also...
Then there's a game...
You go.
Then there's a game that would probably not get a character, but it's called One Piece Mansion, and it has nothing to do with One Piece, but...
I figured.
It's a PS1 game where you play as a landlord who has it's a puzzle game but it's about your apartment, and you have to move the rooms around, they're blocks, and you move them and rearrange them to get the neighbors to get along with each other or something like that. I don't really know, but Game Grumps played it back with John.
What?
And they didn't even get far. Yeah.
I've never heard of it. Oh, then again, I didn't watch Game Grumps when John was a part of it.
Yeah. But it's a Capcom game. It's in my book, so I don't think it's an action game, but it could be a stage. It's basically Tomodachi Life. Make a stage out of it, and the rooms are rearranging, and maybe it's different PlayStation characters can be in the rooms, and they don't get along with each other. And I want to go into my detail where even when the crossover hasn't happened yet, little cameos are thrown in. So every resident could be just a random character.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Does that gem disappear?
So these are enemies that usually shoot out gems when they die, but I've already collected the gems. I'm now rerunning through the stage because apparently I'm missing 4 fireflies somewhere.
I love the walking gems.
Yeah, they're cute. Again, I think this is a really cool concept for a stage. This is where the thieves keep their treasure.
Yeah.
And they're like the NPCs that you talk to and everything. Where the fuck did I miss 4 dragonflies? I keep calling them fireflies. Rainbow Moon is another one that I think he brought up that would be interesting, along with Okage's Shadow King.
Mm.
A lot of RPGs. PlayStation 2 had a lot of RPGs.
Yeah. That was when console RPGs were shifting into 3D, and it just kind of was a boom on the PS2.
I was also thinking...
Not as much the GameCube.
I was also thinking Ni no Kuni.
Yeah.
Those are a bunch of games that we missed, quote unquote. We can add them easily. Again, this isn't something like I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this next week. This is something that, of course, is gonna take us a while to get to, but it's just like, okay, let's sit down. It's always the beginning stages of any kind of like quote unquote project like this are always the longest and the whatever. But then when we catch up to where we should be, when we've written what we can and gone through what we can before playing all these games, that's when it's like, that's when we have to be like, okay, now we can like take a break, not worry about it till we beat this game. Oh, we beat it. Okay, now that we played it, what do you want? Stuff like that. But we're on the beginning. We've only done 2 stages.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah. I'm not in a rush to like finish this project. I know this is gonna take a long time to fully concept out and sketch and all that shit. I've been thinking about just sketching general ideas for stages just to show you what I mean.
Yeah. That's what I used to do back in the day when I would come up with my own game ideas. Literally just draw them all out. I was telling Max that like I had my own idea for a Smash Brothers game where it was just, anyone I wanted in it. And I came up with the coolest way to make a character selection screen, and it was just my room. So like in my room I just drew pictures
Did you
of all the
see what
characters.
just happened? This is what I'm talking about, the weird hitboxes.
Oh yeah.
Going through one, and one of them that's not even close to you, pushing you aside.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts, dude.
Like, yeah, when I came up with like the roster, what I would do is just draw a character on a piece of paper and like hang them on my wall, and then just each character was just another piece of paper that would go all the way around the room and then start a next row, and like I think my entire wall was filled with characters. But it just got, mental, where it was like when Cox used to have a mascot, and it was just some guy called Digital Max, like he was in it. And,
Oh
like,
yeah,
the
I
easy button
remember
was
that.
playable. The easy button was playable. Stash from the Everybody's Nuts Pistachios was playable.
What the fuck?
And then it just got to the point where I was making silly drawings of the Melee characters, and those were all characters. Like, they didn't look anything like the actual characters.
Sounds like you.
Yep.
This is why you
So
need someone to regulate you.
kind of stuff with, to do like that kind of sketching out of like ideas on paper, that's a good way for me to use up all this extra paper I have
So much
that
better.
I've been collecting since the beginning of high school.
You disgust me. Too much
And
paper.
then I have like drawing notebooks that are blank and full.
Full of shit. Full and blank. What was I gonna say? Yeah, my only thing is I suck as an artist. So
you
like,
should draw.
that's why I should draw?
Yeah, it'd be funny. It's like Max, like I think he knows he's not a good drawer, but he draws anyway because it's funny looking.
What if he like
it
actually
just
thinks
gets
he's
abstract.
good and this is like news to him that you think he's a shitty artist?
Well, I don't know if I can say. I don't know. It's like when just random people draw but don't have any actual experience or like
Talent.
really ever try. Yeah, they don't try to. They just do it anyway. It's just like when Max sits and starts playing the piano versus when Connor does, because like Connor practiced it and is like better than me at it, but then Max doesn't know a thing about piano and he's just, you know, playing notes. Usually what Max plays is funnier because of that. And I guess the same can be applied to drawing. Like his drawings are way funnier than mine could ever be. Because I actually like tried to be a good drawer at one point and like then just kind of becomes more bland in a way than what he does when he, you know, draws Mitch on the whiteboard and just all this stuff around him.
That
and
was
it just
funny,
becomes
though.
yeah. It's almost like bad drawings are better. And I almost like think the same thing with art styles. Like when it starts to look really
Whoa,
weird,
what the hell happened?
I can't even see because this game's like dark all the time. I gotta turn my brightness up.
My darkness just went all the way down.
Yeah, I think like weird art styles tend to look better than like the nicer looking ones. It's like Mario is pretty boring, but then you get like then you get alright, I'd rather look at a Zelda drawing than a Mario drawing, but then when you look at Zelda drawings, Toon Link is like the worst looking one. Any of the others look better.
Really? I disagree.
I love like the Ocarina art style the most, and the Majora is like a much darker version of it, and the artist said he was actually inspired by Hellboy and other comics to make it like dark looking. And then that artist, he went on to do the Smash Ultimate like artwork, like the banner and all that. And my Zelda poster, the 25th anniversary one, he did that one. So I like to do my research on like who the artists are and what they did. Like the original Pokemon artist, I think was really talented. And whoever's been doing it for the past decade is not good.
It's not the same
I think he did it for like a long time. But I miss like the old style of them where they had like the white blotches on them. I used to think it was stupid. It's like, why didn't you finish coloring your drawing in? But it's got such a style to it that even starting in Ruby and Sapphire was gone. Like I'm looking at the Zelda poster that I have, where it's just the timeline as of 2007, and like I love the Twilight Princess Link. I love Skyward Sword Link also. Even like the classic ones, where it's just like
don't let the fans
really
hear
80s
you
looking.
say that.
Hmm?
Don't let the fans hear you say that. Remember, Skyward Sword's the fucking worst, and you should never even give it a second look.
It's got amazing artwork, but I'd say Breath of the Wild is my favorite, actually, even over Ocarina. I love the paint look. Because then you like really look at the poster and like you see like a paint stroke that just came off of Link's leg. But it actually looks really good. The only Mario artwork I like is when they did draw him in 2D, and that was barely. I mean, they do it now for like promotional stuff, and it looks fine, but not as good as the originals.
Are they just not giving me a Firefly for doing this whole level? Oh my god, I'm missing so much. I've scoured the stage twice. No, I'm just gonna leave the stage and I'm gonna come back. I don't even think there's an 100% reward.
Yeah. Or like, here's an example, like, I love the artwork of Marvel vs. Capcom, like all the anime styles, like Marvel 2.
Did you know Ruby Heart was supposed to get her own game?
Yeah.
And that it got canned?
Yep.
Good. Now I'll use her for better purposes. And I didn't even realize that she had a story in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and how she knew Abyss was coming, so she got everyone together to help stop it.
Yeah.
And that just so happens to work with the story we were writing for her.
Yep. But I love like that kind of artwork for all the characters, and it's used in like all the other Capcom games too. But then you like go back, and then there's like Street Fighter 2, like not Alpha. Alpha's like that newer anime look, but like Street Fighter 2, where it's like really detailed and like it's like a pencil drawing. I really like, because that's what they used for Darkstalkers 1. But then 2 and 3, it's the anime look, and for that series, it looks best in 1. And then like I mean, I still do hate the artwork of like newer Capcom, like Marvel 3, and like the SNK artist for like Capcom versus SNK. But then like when he was working at SNK, like when he was actually drawing the drawings by hand, they looked way better.
You don't like the realistic drawings? I think they look hilarious sometimes.
They're okay in like Capcom versus SNK, but like Marvel 3, they all look ugly. And like on my Street Fighter collection, like he did the front cover of it, and I hate the look of everyone. But then like you look at classic Fatal Fury and Art of Fighting and all that, it looks amazing. It's just because he switched to like computerized, like it's not CG, but like he did it on the computer. It doesn't look good. It's all like really generic. It's like Toriyama. I love his old artwork, but it looks terrible now. Because it's clearly not trying, because it looks like DeviantArt. It's like the Sword and Shield front covers. They look like they're made in paint. They're like fan designs, and then they're not even like colored or shaded professionally.
Oh, really? And how exactly would I go about destroying these things?
Wow, there's a lot of dialogue here.
No problem. I have just the right breath to chill him out.
I like how
Yeah,
Spyro
basically-
said that. I have just the right breath to chill him out.
Yeah, basically, when like art and drawings look rough around the edges, I like them more instead of polished. Then when it's polished, it's just kind of generic looking.
So you like Wild 9 looking games,
Yeah,
where it's just kind of crazy.
yeah. I love Nomura's artwork. I don't think it's ever gotten really bad. It's changed a lot.
His
Like,
story writing just is.
yeah. Because like you get the really sharp edges of World Ends With You.
What's the general
And-
consensus for 7 remake?
I think people generally love it. They might not like the ending, but they love the rest of the game.
Okay.
But some people like the ending.
I think it's just
They're like
weird.
open for it.
I would need to see the game and play it and compare it to the original. But like, it just seems like a weird direction to take it. Oh, we're not the same characters from 7. We just know what happens to them, and we're trying to prevent that. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck? How do you even follow a story like that?
Yeah, that's what I hate about Fire Emblem Heroes, with like just different iterations of characters in the game together. They have interactions like, oh, I am not your actual brother, and I'm not your father. I am a father from another world where I know I'm gonna die, but I have to accept my fate, and like all this stupid writing.
But it doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm saying. It's like, how... I don't know. Never mind. It's just confusing to me. It leaves me with like zero satisfaction. But I'm also sometimes get confused really, really easily. Hey, there's another chest for another cut level. Isn't it weird that this dinosaur Fireland has a pirate skull in chest?
Yeah. But then again, like dinosaurs, like they use skulls, like Scaleless Badlands.
Yeah, but kind of different than that.
Yeah.
That's definitely based on a pirate-themed world. Also, I read it from the developers' mouths. So... I can't remember which one was for Baked Alaska. But there's a treasure chest that was from Baked Alaska somewhere in this game.
Oh, when it just is using a real world name. It's like the point Max loves to bring up to be funny and to be legit. It's like, why do they say what the hell? Does that mean there's, Christianity in this world and stuff like that? It is technically a point. Fire Emblem kind of averts it. They just say, oh gods instead of oh god. Kind of
Yeah,
gets annoying.
DC
But, like,
Comics, they either go
they'll be
by
like,
the
praise
gods,
Naga. Yeah.
or Wonder Woman will say by Hera, which Hera is the...
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be like, oh, bless Naga and stuff like that. Final Fantasy 1, every NPC just says bless the crystals when they're done saying important stuff to you. They just didn't even bother. Bahamut is in the game. He's not a summon or anything. He's just a character that upgrades all of your classes. And when he's done with his little scenario, he talked to me, he just says bless the crystals. It's kind of silly. Because he is basically a god.
Yes, and from what I have been able to decipher, it seems that the gems are the spectrum inside the reactor heat.
Sorry, say that again. I think I went brain dead again.
I just know his name is Professor Copeland.
Was it?
Yeah.
I wasn't even reading.
I love when you, like, freeze them and they just, like...
They look like a puppy
I don't
dog.
even know how to describe. I don't even know how to describe it. But yeah, I just like when games that are in fantasy worlds use real world places. Like in Mother 3, Professor Andonuts like talks about Asian beauties, even though it's like not in the real world. And they also just mention Africa. Earthbound does it. I forget where, but I think it's just in like little dialogue about food and stuff.
Is it
I
canon?
think they do mention what?
Is it canon that they like those places exist, or is it an English translation error?
That I don't know. Oh, and then Heart Gold. If you read Lieutenant Surge's gym sign, it says like, "Oh, Lieutenant Surge, the Lightning American."
What?
Which in Pokemon, in Pokemon, there are all these regions based on real world places, except Kanto, where it literally is just named after the real world place. But it's supposed to be in this fictional world where they're all continents, that are made up, but they still mention America.
Fuck me. Okay. So it goes red, green. Why can't they put all 5 of these next to each other? So then purple and then yellow. Oh, that felt good. I don't know why I said it like that. What the hell? What the hell? It played the sound effect like we caught one. So this is the one with the glitch then. The slowed down dialogue glitch. Did I ever show you that?
I've seen it, but we haven't seen it in playing yet.
It's in the slide section in this level. Yes, another slide section.
Just let me know so I can hear it.
I got you. I remember them getting fucked up with one of the Dragonflies too, and that it just doesn't play the right dialogue. But I can't seem to figure out when it plays. It's like one of the names is just not the right name. Says Tom Kenny just went fucking wild that day. You ever seen the 23andMe? Yeah, that's what Tom Kenny did. Of course, 23andMe, I'm pretty sure, is that thing where it's like, that That's what you like. What I just did to that is what you were raving about. Raving.
Like, there's no animation for being frozen. Whatever position it was in, it's now in the freezing position.
In a default position.
Yeah.
Fucking... Ooh, I'm gonna fucking yeet this. Still a funny word, Chris.
I say meme language.
I didn't even know it was a meme language. I just heard someone say it at work once, and I thought it was fucking hilarious.
It's like these words just emerge out of nowhere. Like, I only like words that are old.
You only like women that are old.
Latin like background. Like, even, you know, people always used to say swag, but that is, you know, then the meme became that it was a Shakespearean word.
I just got a Dragonfly whose name was Deadass Doompa. Yeah, there's the key for... I think this one is the Baked Alaska one. Because Baked Alaska was supposed to be very, like, weird. Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me in the ass! A second time this week! Oh, by the way, I'm starring in a musical. You should watch it. It's called Elvin's Back.
It's just a singing compilation.
I do it a lot. I'm not proud. I'm a stressed singer. When the stress comes, so does Tristan. Here it is. Yeah, Dragonfly went away again, and I can control Spyro before the dialogue finished. This is the level that cut out on me, by the way. That the stage completely de-rendered, and I had to use my memory of the level to beat the stage. Will you give me a... Shut up, Spyro. Easy as 1-2 flame. How about you kiss my fucking wiener? Just give it a light peck, Spyro. Don't you like it when Sparks is in the floorboards? Get him out of there! Fuck him up! Just like, that's the Resistance crossover. It's just, they're trying to fuck up Sparks. Kill him! I'm having so much trouble thinking of crossovers for Spyro.
Yeah.
It's like, we can also go with the All-Stars route and just do things that don't fit together.
Yeah, that's what I like.
I say we should do a multitude of both.
Yeah.
We shouldn't do
or
all
just
crazy
one little
ones.
thing, like one little thing, like is in common, but the rest of the game isn't. Or like a character in one game can fill the role of a character from another.
Yeah, like Roll from Mega Man.
Yeah.
I would love to fill Roll, if you know what I'm saying. Yes, I do, is all I got is tell Roll. Yes, I do. I haven't done that in a while, Connor. Do you love me? Yes, I fucking do. The bounds of my love you can't even begin to comprehend. What I would do to your robot body is not in any network that you can find. As soon as you're a little bit older, though, because then it makes me look better. This is where it happened to me, where the world disappeared.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's gonna do it again. Fuck me! Okay. But, granted, even if it doesn't do it, we already saw it. The very first part, remember we went to the water area and nothing spawned in correctly?
Yeah.
That's what happened here. The whole world disappeared. All I was running around was the Skybox, but the collision was still here. So I was like, I was doing all this shit. If there's nothing back here, why would they make this if there's nothing back here? I think that's just to go back up. This portal down here that you might be able to see now, that's how I got out. I remembered there was a portal, and I just went to the portal, entered it, and exited it, and then I was set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you keep a list of all the games you wanted to add?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Last thing I need is just like, oh yeah, we should add all these games. What were they called? Well, I think what. No, you see the thing. I really. Cut to commercial. I'm Ichigo, the Bankai King. We still have not finished that best of. It's 2 hours and 9 minutes, dude. I'm surprised they didn't call her like Kareen or something like that. Hey, it's Kareen. How long have we been going?
76 minutes.
Oh my god, we're almost at an hour and a half.
Yep.
Well, I got more than half the gemstone level already, at least.
You called this finale.
Yeah, I know. What about it?
Oh, are you finishing it?
This is the last level.
Alright.
This is a very unfitting song for what I'm doing. From what I remember this being my favorite slide. Never mind. That's funny. I'm also, like, for our thing, I want to have snow stages, but I feel like a game like Journey that doesn't have many varied areas, we can use the snow stage from that.
Yeah.
I feel like the way we're doing it now is a lot better than the way we were doing it. Because back when we started this, it was like, oh, you pick a stage for this game, and I'll pick a stage for another one. And now we're just like, okay, let's add some variety. If we're going to have this kind of stage, do we really want to have this one too? Because we have a stage similar to that. Because that's one of Smash Bros.'s flaws.
Yeah.
There's very similar stages. And Sonic Generations, I find. There's a lot of first stages and city stages in Generations.
Yeah.
I don't blame them for using City Escape for Sonic Adventure 2, though. Because, like, now looking back at every stage for the project, I'm like, no, nothing. I'm not jiving with anything. Pumpkin Hill's the closest we're gonna get. But I think every stage should have one, like, really out-of-the-top crossover.
Yeah.
Just, like, you look at it, it's like, what? It's like Fearless from Heavenly Sword. How the fucking Wipeout cars form a racetrack that just break the pillar. The Hydra from God of War eats Captain Quark. I've always had more passion to PlayStation than I have for Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like, their IPs are always so much more varied. Like, Nintendo IPs are boring, right? Like, it's not just me.
Yeah.
Like, Mario, there's only Mario, Kirby. Zelda's, I guess, is like an exception.
Yeah, but like Kirby never changes formula. It's more just gameplay.
It changes gimmicks.
Yeah. But like in the main games, yeah, it's just gimmicks, and then there's just side games. Like, it's always the same aesthetic every game. It's like, oh, Robobot, but it's just a robotic version of the same thing.
And then DDD is always like, oh, he's a villain. Not. I mean, I'm sure Kirby games are fun and all, but like, look at Kirby and then look at Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Damn
I
it.
really don't want to play the Sakurai Kirby game. This is one thing he did right.
You still gotta hate Miyamoto.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, why was he arguing with the creator of a game on what color his character was going to be? When in reality, it didn't really matter. Don't you love all the Did You Know gamings where it's like, Kirby's second color in Smash Brothers is yellow because that's the color Miyamoto wanted. But it's just like, oh, did you watch the recent Did You Know gaming?
The Zelda one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember a single thing I was going to talk to you about it.
Yeah, there's no gaming for you.
Was there anything interesting?
Yeah. I can't even remember. It was just about like Majora in the beginning, talking about the VMU was going to be used for it.
I mean, that's something everyone knew about. Did you know gaming is like, we're behind the times?
I already know gaming.
That's how I feel. It's like stuff that people have been talking about for years. Did you know?
It's for idiots who are trying to get into Nintendo. I mean, we were all there at one point, but by the time Did You Know gaming even started, I already knew a lot. But like in 2009, yeah, it would, get me going. That boulder also looked like it was rolling, it was rolling the wrong way from where it was going.
It's going back and forth like some like Yoshi Safari shit. I think that's what the stage is called. Yoshi Safari? What is it called? Mario Kart 64.
Oh, Yoshi's Valley.
Yoshi's Valley, yeah.
Yeah.
How it just looks unnaturally spinning.
Speaking of Yoshi Safari, they needed a stream of every Super Scope game. They're just playing on an emulator, but they all seem really, not all of them, but a lot of them seem really cool. Like Yoshi Safari. It's literally a Mario first-person shooter.
Yeah, but you play as Yoshi. I always thought
he's on Yoshi.
Yeah, well, yes. Do you know what I mean?
And you can shoot Yoshi. And he looks at you and he gets angry.
It's very, like, high detail for a game like that.
Yeah. And then Super Scope 6 is 6 mini games together, and one of them is called Blastress, which is Tetris but on its side, and you don't control where the blocks go, but you can shoot the individual blocks of the Tetronimos so that they can then fit into the line and then form Tetrises.
Fuck me.
Like, as they're falling, you can shoot the pieces.
I'm surprised Tetris has never been in Smash.
I mean, it has the songs and then the spirits.
Yeah, but like no stage. They couldn't think of a cool stage for it.
Yeah.
You can't play as the long piece beating the shit out of Bayonetta.
Dr. Mario should have had Tetris in his moveset, represented the puzzle games, but no, nothing.
Sad day on Isle Delfino. I keep saying that for some reason. It's just sad days on Isle Delfino is like my new favorite thing to say. Even though I don't hear it from anything, it just, I thought of it, and now I can't stop thinking about it.
Well, the back of the box says Dark Days on Isle Delfino.
Even though it's not really that dark. The game's pretty fucking bright.
We turn the brightness down on Isle Delfino.
And then up on Spyro. PS2 is like a very dark console, dude.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the games I just noticed are just so fucking dark. Not as in tone, but as in like I can't fucking see anything.
It's probably how they hide like the lack of detail and stuff.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I still find the PS2 to be an amazing console.
Yeah.
Come on. But then you got crap like this on it. We still had more shovelware, I think, though.
Yeah, it was one of the biggest shovelware consoles. If you think about it, every console has its share of shovelware.
Where did that name come from, shovelware?
I don't know. We'll look it up and find nothing.
Because no one has the answers we want.
So the ware part is obviously like shareware and freeware kind of thing, but the shovel is like, because the whole point is just making, it's all about quantity and not really about usefulness or quality. So it's like as if they added things by the shovel and just like shoveled a bunch of bulk into like a pile.
Oh?
And it started in the 90s with like CD-ROM programs and stuff.
That's an interesting way to name it.
Like old and, you know, outdated programs being like put onto a CD-ROM. So it wasn't tied to video games until later. So apparently on the Wii, a lot of it is ports of PlayStation 2 games that only came out in Europe.
What?
Mm-hmm. That's why you see a lot, like a bunch of Wii games or PS2 ports.
Why'd they use the PS2 ports for Wii games?
Because like the PS2 outlived the GameCube, so like later games were probably shovelware. And like, why put it on the GameCube if you can put it on the Wii and make a quick buck off of the motion control badly implemented? Wouldn't put it on Xbox because it was in HD and they didn't want to have to go through that effort. Wouldn't put it on PS3 because it's also HD. So, you know, get the Nintendo market by cashing in on the Wii. Because sad that the GameCube probably has like the least amount of shovelware. It had a lot, but like because it wasn't a very popular console and it had a lot of first party and some third party, there really wasn't too much shovelware that wasn't on anything else.
I am struggling hardcore right now.
It's like the PS2 had a lot of shovelware. The Wii had a lot. NES had probably as much as the Wii.
I mean, yeah, because no one knew what they were doing.
Virtual Boy probably had the least amount because it only had like 15 games and a lot of them were first party or third party, like not bad games, just on the Virtual Boy. That was the problem.
I'm very interested to see what Nintendo's going to do with their next console after the Switch.
Yeah.
Because, like, typically
Are they going to do a gimmick or are they going to actually try to keep up with hardware?
Well, typically the fucking Nintendo does things in twos. So, like,
Yeah.
the NES is like 2D gaming, and the SNES is like mastering 2D gaming, right?
Yeah.
N64 is 3D gaming. GameCube is like quote unquote mastering 3D gaming.
Improving it.
Improving. Wii is the motion controls. The Wii U is honestly enhancing the motion controls, but just like in a
Adding
weird...
another gimmick on top.
Yeah.
Because then the Wii U and the Switch more so go hand in hand.
Kind of. The Switch was made to be a handheld console.
Yeah, but that's what the Wii U was thought to be and was looking like.
Until they dropped that idea entirely.
It's crazy that like they came out, 5 years apart, and like the Wii U gamepad is a massive, bulky controller that's not even a console, and the Switch is like way lighter and thinner and is the full console. It has a better screen and everything. It doesn't feel weird.
Sorry, I need concentration. Just to get past this fucking part. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me sideways, fuck me straight, fuck me backwards. Don't try to charm me by putting the stupid fucking Spyro 1 instruments into the song, you fucking asshole. Just because you pretend to give me a good time doesn't mean it's actually a good time, baka. Stuart Copeland, eat your fucking heart out. I know you played the Spyro stages over and over again to get a feel for the music. You did that for this game too. And you thought everything was gonna be okay. Fucking play your fucking violin, you stupid fucking piece of fucking horse dong. Suck my horse dong. Don't you dare yawn. Like I don't fucking entertain you. You stupid sack of fucking horse shit. Fucking dong. Dunk. Chucky were here, he'd be like, Chris, you really are the type of person to yawn. Actually, that's pretty funny. Because it's totally true.
Yeah. Like Connor is the type of guy to wipe his ass.
That's a little toilet seat. And then he made that a Smash banner.
Yep.
I'm very confused. Is Connor the playable character or the lid of the toilet seat he wiped his ass on?
Or the Oreo
stack of Oreos.
Yeah, I love that's the picture, not even Connor.
Or the toilet. It's the Oreos. Not Oreos. It's... What are they?
Whatever they were.
They're like long Rios or something like that. They're like the Keebler cookies, right?
I think so.
Oh, thank God. He said the wrong name. Oh, come on! So that was where it should glitch, but it didn't play any audio at all. I feel like it's worth it to go back in, though. And just to exit.
Yeah.
You know something I forgot about Bleach?
What?
That Byakuya has a second part for his Bankai. Where it's that black void with all his swords. I don't think he ever uses it again.
Yeah, where like all the swords are like making a wall.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I don't think he ever uses it a second time after that. Wasted potential. Wasted potential. Yami's another one. Espada is 0, which is very stupid.
Yeah.
And then he gets offed off camera. Kenpachi and Byakuya just fuck him up. Like, he's hyped up the whole time, too. Like, he's beating everyone's ass. It won't play the audio at all.
Maybe that's just what he does, and then it's another one that does the low pitch.
Maybe. I'll just continue on with the stage. We don't have all day to be going back and forth. You can also find a video on it. I really like cutting off my yawns halfway. Like, I never have, like, the cooldown point where it's like, I'm like, say, taboo. So remember, 3 weeks, Street Fighter. Where's the... Oh, it's over here, yeah. Are you ready to fall in love with fighting games all over again?
Yeah, you're gonna have to teach me how to properly play them. I think it's just I can't.
I could teach you how to play
memorize
Street Fighter
those.
3, but I'll have a very hard time trying to teach you Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the
I just
combat in
can't
that game
memorize,
is just...
like all the button combinations, especially because every fighting game is
So,
a different way of doing it.
Street Fighter 2 was not made to have combos or anything like that. They're just attacks. You can string them together if you want, but that was never the intention of the creators.
Yeah.
In fact, they call it the first fighting game glitch is combos. I don't think they knew enough about gaming to make that, honestly, but intentionally.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 3, though, we'll hear bangers, we'll fucking play bangers. There's a reason it's the greatest fighting game of all time. I don't care who you are. If you don't think that's the greatest fighting game of all time, you're fucking kidding yourself. Maximilian Dude probably hates it.
And because I had the PS4 version, they're not going to be like bogged down console versions of the games.
Maximilian Dude probably fucking hates it, doesn't he?
No, I think he still plays it on his channel. But then again, he plays Marvel Infinite.
He
But
does?
he also likes that game. He defends it.
What? Why?
I don't know.
The game's
That's
awful.
what Max, I think, unsubbed from him. Ever since he started praising the 7 remake, including the ending. Yeah, I think he unsubbed. And because it was like, yeah, he plays Marvel Infinite.
Oh, Maximilian Dude. Isn't he the Persona guy?
No.
Yeah, he is. He's the guy that played Persona that one time. Probably only ever played it once, honestly. He played it one time, and now everyone's probably like, "Oh, he's the one."
That's a lax.
Is that a lax?
Yeah. And he does it on purpose. Like, he calls himself the Persona guy. He, like, changed his logo and made it all Persona styled. He, spams references and memes. And, like, then it got to the point where Atlas flew him out to play Persona 5 Royal. And he is known as the Persona guy, who only played it, like, a year ago. And just decided to establish himself as that. It's really rude to actual Persona fans. I mean, he's a fan, but, like, can't just one day be like, I'm gonna be this now and be it.
There's too much dialogue. I'm skipping it. They had a full-on conversation, Chris. Sorry, continue.
I'm starving. Hopefully dinner is gonna be ready soon. I won't feel bad if I stay downstairs and eat and leave you up here.
Please
Because I'm
don't.
that hungry.
Please don't. I don't want you to leave me. I'll be lonely, Chris. You want me to be lonely? Do you not care about me anymore?
I need food.
Even the time we did unmentionable things together? Like made a project that's only for us?
Remember when Sharky was a part of this project?
Yeah, he stopped caring. I think it's, honestly, I think it's better that he's not.
Yeah, because remember when we wasted an entire Discord call? Because he invited, like, Max and everyone else into it?
It's Mitch. I just got Mitch. Yeah, that's one thing I fucking, that was like one of my reasons I made that decision to not have him in as much. Is because that whole thing, I was like... We wasted an entire day. It's not like an hour. It was a day.
Yeah. Because then he wasn't even paying attention most of the time anyway. Just doing his own thing.
Yeah. I mean, what do you expect? This was more my idea than his idea anyway.
That dinosaur or whatever thing was just dancing in front of you.
Fuck. I made it just in fucking time. I fucking clutched that shit and that shit clutched me back. Okay, I got all of those things now. Youch! I need to pee. I've needed to pee for a very long time now. But right now, I need to fucking pee. I need to fuck and pee. I almost have all the gems, and I almost have all the fireflies, butterflies, dragonflies, yes. So I should be set. I think I fucking actually did a level first try for once. That's when you laugh, you're like, fucking really? Yeah, I know, right?
We're almost there. Never have to look at us again.
I think I have to talk to this guy so he can give me the firefly. Dragonfly. Yeah. Hey, it's Jason. Never met a nice person named Jason. Other than Big J. And his name wasn't Jason, it was Big J. First name Big, last name J. Woke his mom up at 3 in the morning. That's true. That happened. I knocked on their door at 3 in the morning one time.
Why?
I have no earthly clue. I remember getting in trouble for it and nothing else. I don't know why that song sounded a lot better than it should have. Like, it actually rhymes. Oh my god. Oh, no, one of these. Can I play the game now?
What's that?
Can I play the game? What's what?
A game.
He has a different voice now. Sorry, I skipped it, but if you listen to the beginning of his dialogue and listen to what I just heard, it's not the same guy. Oh my fucking god, dude. How do you do this? Oh my fucking god. Oh! Fuck. Oh my fuck. Oh, mamacita, ¿cómo se llamo? Fuck me. Just... He wasn't moving. He was not moving. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. Oh no, you fucked up. Wait. Fucked him up! What was that from?
A lot of things.
Oh, it was talking about Naruto. Talking about the 5 Kage Summit thing, where it's like... Sasuke fought the 5 Kage. They fucked him up. Oh, so it's not that way. Oh my god. Oof, 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 oof. Yufu, Yufu, Yufu. Is this possible? Is this possible? Has there ever been anything in a game that's just you can't do?
Test of Fear.
What is the test of fear?
Star Fox.
Is that impossible? Like no one's
Well,
ever
I mean,
done
that's
it?
where I gave up the game, remember?
Test of fear. Oh! Adventurous. You gotta be more specific. I thought you were talking about the original Star Fox. I can't even make it through there. This is fucking ridiculous. Oh my god, I'm getting mad, Chris. I've never been mad before. This is the first time. Come on. Just eat my fucking wanker and call me shit. Taki fucking mushroom. These are weirdly animated for this game. Have you ever loved someone so much you fucking killed them? Whoa. Okay, can you please take a picture? Sure! How the fuck? Where do I... Oh, I'm so fucking confused. Oh, okay, so you go here. Get the fucking spider away. Oh, I did it. Yeah, this game doesn't just teleport you when you win. You have to talk to the person. That's really annoying. Oh my god, there's so much dialogue in this game. Jesus Christ. How come Spyro knows the names to all these dragonflies? Okay, so that's done. We only have 2 more dragonflies to go. I can't wait to have a day off of work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Those come far and few between, dude. You have no idea. I mean, you get paid more money to not have an idea, but still. Oh, yeah. Did I tell you that you're not going to be taxed off your ass for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever is scratching the microphone is really making me angry.
That was me scratching my head.
Are you scratching your head?
Yeah.
That's what that sound is? What are you using as a microphone?
My computer.
Ugh, no wonder it sounds like ass. Shut up. Not you, Chris. The other guy. I decided if I get to the end of the level and I just can't find anything, I'm just gonna finish the level. They don't pay me enough to care. In fact, YouTube doesn't pay me at all. They're like Burger King. You should just be happy you're working here. Oh, ha ha ha! I have the invincibility thing still set up, so I can't get hurt up here.
Spyro, that bad or evil bear stole something from me. Can you believe that? He stole the Bible that
Why do they have a thieves' den with the thieves from the old games, but then have new thieves in the game that don't resemble the old thieves at all? Fuck me. Wait, what? Why is it? Oh, I'm getting forced into a dialogue box.
Spyro, you made it. Great shot. It was no sweat.
Oh, I have one more firefly. Dragonfly. Horsefly. Connorfly.
Dr. Egghead.
I wonder what that's a reference to. Probably nothing important, right? Yeah. No, it's probably nothing. I want you fucking dead, Connor said with a grin. Guy, Borderlands is better than the original Borderlands. Wait, Borderlands is better than the second Borderlands. I think I'm fucked. Did I just... Oh, no. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. This is bad. Well, looks like I'm going to the final boss. I got soft locked.
Oh.
Because I went to talk to him while I was passing him, both animations canceled each other out and it wasn't letting me move. So even though that was the end of the stage and I could have just gotten everything, I now can't. I'd have to restart the stage. And I feel like that's a waste of our time right now. Again, I don't even know if you get anything for 100%ing this game. Pretty sure Spyro comes and... Have you ever seen that sex video with Spyro and Allura? That's what he's gonna do to you. Time to fight the underwhelming final boss. Youch! There's also a glitch that can actually corrupt my save file. Wait, it's not over here? Where the fuck do I go? Yeah, do you know where the final boss is, even though the game has never alluded to it throughout the entire game?
Dragon Shores.
No, I mean on, like, our home map.
In the middle.
In the beginning area. I forgot how much I like this beginning area compared to the rest of the areas. Although that dragon statue just does not need to be there. And there we go. Anyone ever watches this, they're gonna be so pissed off that I just didn't get everything. But you know what? I don't think we hate ourselves that much. Usually I get everything. I got everything in Jack 2. Oh my god, I've wasted my life. I'm holding in PP right now. This needs to load stat. Or else my urine is gonna be on the floor.
You're back again. How is this possible? I will take care of you permanently. Wait a minute, I said that last time. I wouldn't want to sound like a video game cliché. This time I will take care of you once and for all.
That's really bad writing. What do I do? I forget how you do this, boss. I'm telling you that right now. I think I'm doing it right. Wow, they're just reusing sound clips now. What the fuck?
Why is this idle animation him just constantly moving his head around? It's really ugly.
Yeah, was it like that in the original Spyro 2?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I try to forget
It wasn't
that
as
game
ugly
too.
looking.
The models in this game are ugly, right? It's not just me.
Yeah, it's like nasty, like scary, ugly. Like kids, because kids that tuned into the stream like before, they like remembered this fondly. I think they were getting it mixed up like with another, like with a good Spyro game, because they were like, oh, is this the one on 64?
Did they really?
Yeah.
I'm glad none of them subbed. Wait, it's continuing where it left off. I died. And the fight just continued like I never died.
I guess that's good.
Oh, right. Oh my god. Do you want to look up the ending on YouTube? Hello?
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Um... If I stay quiet, Chris can edit a lot easier. What the hell? Oh my fucking god. Uh. Oh. 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 What did... I've never... Oh. Oh boy. That's not a good sign. That's a really bad sign. That means the game is breaking more than it already is. Oh, what is going to happen when it goes in this next world? Okay, things are back to normal here. Okay, good, good, good. I know where the last few things are here, so I don't even need to worry about it. I have all the dragonflies, I believe. I could just rush to the end. This game stresses me out. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, alright, alright. Fuck me, you stupid cocksucker. How much am I missing is the question. If I'm not missing a lot, I know where everything is. So I'm missing 1 for Jurassic Jungle and 30 gems. Uh-huh. That's what I was wondering about. That's why I turned around before. I was like, I wonder. They would be in stupid places like that. I'm surprised there's no Sparks Gem Finder or anything in this game. After Spyro 2, I thought that would be like a given, seeing as sometimes these games are just ridiculously complicated to find stuff in. As the Thieves Den, I don't know where everything is in. But granted, on how long it takes Chris to even get back here, I don't even know if I'll even do the true ending of the game. Fuck! Oh, I somehow didn't die. Collision is a thing. Yeah, the dragonflies aren't even appearing anymore. That's not a very good sign. Oh no.
Alright, I'm back. I had to help Jeff with the lawnmower.
You missed something nuts.
What?
Go back till after, you don't need the audio or anything, but go back to after the credits had just finished.
Alright. Why is Sparks, like, in front of the logo frozen with his tongue out? Is that supposed to happen?
No, not that. Just go a little farther.
Okay, he's flying back. Still flying. Alright, back into the game. Oh, it froze for like, oh, what? What?
Do you see?
The pages are like... Oh my god. It's like moving all over the place.
So I was controlling that. For some reason, the camera movement didn't disappear after I left the stage. So I hit the right analog stick. So the game like froze at first. It had like 800 at 800 and then froze. And then it let me control the camera with the right stick. So all the black you see is me moving the camera back and forth.
Yeah.
I was like, I was flabbergasted. So
the game was boring up until I left and then this happened.
So, did you notice the abrupt ending to the credits?
Yeah.
That's because you needed all the dragonflies and gems in order to face the last part of the final boss.
Oh.
I forgot about that, but I already finished the dinosaur one.
Alright. Yeah, we'll just crack it out. Crack out.
Smoke some... I cannot believe that happened as soon as you walked away.
I literally miss everything good. I never saw a cafeteria fight at school.
What happened? Oh, the girl that got a clump of her hair ripped out?
Well, just any fight that ever happened, I missed. Because it was usually not in my lunch wave. And everyone's talking about it, and I have no idea.
How do you get over there, I wonder?
I think there was one where I was there for, but I couldn't see it because, you know, as soon as it starts, everyone gets up and crowds around.
Don't
can't see anything.
Don't you love that that's what human nature is? It's just like something shitty happens. Everyone! Go, go, go! A girl just got her clump of hair ripped out. Where? I need to see this stat. I'm gonna text Karen, Stacy. Did you hear that Blowjobs gave Blowjob a blowjob? Oh my god, I just love giving blowjobs. Just stuffing my dick full of dick. I mean, stuffing my throat full of... I hope you know who I'm mimicking, because I won't say their name on stream. Because she would say stuff like that all the time. She would just be like, I just love deep throating.
It could be anyone.
No, not deep throating, it was cum guzzling. I was just like, you're disgusting. Go back to Whiker school. I can't believe that dead-ass fat-ass called Whiker, or Wanker, was it Wanker?
Yeah.
He called Wanker Whiker.
That was Waika.
Waika. Oh my god, yesterday's stream, Connor called out one of his coworkers. Sorry, he's the boss now. He fucking said
Underling.
something. Yeah, his underling. He goes, so there's this fat ass that works for me. And he's just like, his fucking fat broke the soda machine. His fat touched it and it was gone. Were his exact words. I'm like, dude, you're the boss now. You can't say that shit. He doesn't care. She's just like, what are they gonna do? Fire the best manager they've ever had?
One day he'll own the company. Like,
Yeah.
not the district, all of Burger King itself.
I feel bad for him because now that he's the boss for now, he has to get like calls all the time while he's home. And sometimes they'll take like an hour.
Yeah.
And he'll just try to walk them through how to do something, or he'll have to leave on his day off and go to work and see what the fuck happened.
Yeah. Once you get into managerial, that's kind of how it is. Some people don't like it as much as just working.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but it's kind of just sucks. Just right now, because he's already working like 11-hour days.
Yeah. Hopefully if he ever makes it to corporate or something like that, then he won't have to actually work. He just kind of goes and watches people work and yells at them.
Remember when you did the bookwork for Angelina?
Yeah. That was like the best.
I was going to say, that's probably the happiest you've ever been working.
Yep.
What was even...
I'd like be on my phone too.
What was even the... Like, what did you do?
It was literally just write in the books. Like, add numbers and, like, total things up. I had to go through receipts. That was kind of annoying. Like, all of the server slips. I had to, like, total those up and, like, match them with the receipts and staple coupons to them and whatnot.
Oof. Sounds like a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of what we have to do.
They're all, like, categorized by day. Like, everything for that day was in an envelope. So, like, I would just take it out, put it back in.
It's kind of like what we have to do in the morning. We have to go through all the returns and Western Unions and match them up to certain days.
Yeah.
Fuck me! Wait, whoa! There's a new area I just found. I thought that said you caught autism. I was like, I didn't catch it. I've had it.
It's contagious.
Imagine.
Well, I mean,
though.
that's kind of true on the internet.
You can catch autism.
Yeah, it's called like Sonic.
It's called Be a Lycan, like Sonic. So I found one of the fireflies. That's good news, I think. This song's a beautiful lie. It uses the old Spyro instruments. Fucking fly! Fucking fly! You stupid fuck! Sorry. Sorry, that just happens to me sometimes. If I had those water wings, I'd take care of it. Why, if they know I've completed the objective, why did they force me to talk to him? Just so he can say the same thing he would have said before. I've done it. You don't need to have me forced to go over and talk to him just for him to say, you did it! And then give me nothing. I have no fucking clue where the rest of this shit could be. I know there's a place by the beginning of the level, but I have no idea how to get there. Your gulping sounds disgusting on the receiving end.
You know what I might even do with this all masters rap thing? I would edit in the rap part of like the Spyro characters, not by sound but by the video itself, so it's constantly jerking the footage around. Like, so it's actually Spyro like rapping to the dragons and then rapping to him. It's just what I would do is each person would be a different dragon voice. Because there's like, you know, the shouting one, there's the calm one, there's like the old man one, and then there's got to be another one in there. Like the worried ones. So maybe those dragons would constantly be just changing every millisecond, and like Spyro is too. But like, it's just him talking, but the background is changing. So it's actually him doing it, but it's like Morshu as Scatman. At least that looks a little more natural because it's just he's on the same background, but he's teleporting all around the screen. It's like Ray William Johnson on crack.
Why does Ray William Johnson do? Why did he do that?
Yeah, I don't know. I always hated that about him. It's like stand in one spot.
What a stupid complaint.
I hated it since the moment I saw a video by him. It's like,
stay in one spot.
Sit down. Relax. The video is not funny. Cats exist.
Uh-oh.
Leave them alone.
Did you see that? When the key goes into the chest, look at the yellow line that goes down the screen.
Yellow line that goes down the screen?
Yeah, it's not in the middle of the screen. It goes from the lock on the chest down the level. I'm still I'm missing 14 gems and 2 dragonflies.
Oh, I think I saw it actually. Yeah, it went off to the right.
Yeah. Can you look up the missions for this stage?
Thieves' Den, yeah.
Yeah, because there's 2 I'm missing, and I never had that issue with Spyro 1. Spyro 1 through 3 is like, you finish the thing and there's still like 2 eggs or something you're missing. I beat all the wizards and I never got a dragonfly for it. Mitaritaru.
Does it tell you what the which dragonflies you got? Like the names of them?
Are the ones I've received, not the ones I need to find.
Yeah. Or like,
oh, the names?
Tells you the names, right?
No, it tells me the mission name.
So Platform Pandemonium.
Don't have it.
Alright. It's in the Wizard's Platform Maze.
Wizard's Platform Maze?
I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Is it a sub area?
I think so.
Where would they have another sub area? What's the other one I'm missing?
Over the Edge.
I have Over the Edge.
Chopping Block.
Yep.
Oasis Time Trial.
Yep. And Oasis Race.
Yep. The Lantern Perch.
Yep.
On the Loose.
Yep.
Wizard Riptox.
No.
Okay.
That's the main mission of the level, though. And I still don't have it. So that's probably just defeat all the wizards and then go to some guy.
Yeah, it says talk to Thievie Wu to get a Dragonfly if you manage to kill all 10 wizard Riptocs.
So I'm missing an entire sub-area somehow.
Let's see. It says to like zap the 6 poles.
I did that.
Once all 6 are done, the platforms will change pattern, taking you into the central area. And then you gotta zap all the poles on the platform circling.
What? Oh, God, it's one of those. Yes, I know what that is. Those are some of the worst missions in the game. That's one of the things you missed in what I did off camera. It was one of these was in the Moo Invasion, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst things because the collision's all fucked up. Like, it's just nothing really works properly. It's just a bad time. You son of a fucking bitch! And the checkpoints in this game suck. You notice how far I have to go back every time?
Yep.
I think it's just the worlds are too big.
Yeah.
Like, and there's nothing in them. Just why they need to remake these stages. I'm surprised this was never DLC for Reignited.
Yeah.
Because it seems to just like, oh, look at these free stages we could put in the games. Does it say where that last sub-stage is?
No.
Which one guy do I have to talk to once I get them all?
Woo.
He's just not giving it to me. There's got to be a place I'm missing. I probably didn't kill the last one or something.
Yeah, there's 10 of them.
I thought I killed all of them. But I clearly am missing one somewhere, I think. But I've explored this stage like 4 times. I don't know where a sub-area could be.
What's with those electric things?
What's up?
What's with those electric things you gotta zap?
No, that's in the sub-area. I think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I'm trying
You
to
were
figure
doing
out
it before.
where on the world map... Wait, what? I was?
Thought you were.
There was this over here, but this is already gone. It's time to do my own research. Shut up, phone. I know you're dying. Da-da-da. Okay, so you're only right there. The stage is way too fucking big. This walkthrough of this guy speedrunning it is 52 minutes. I've never been thorough with a Spyro stage like this and still been lost like this game.
Yeah.
Although watching it at 2 speed, you can't notice like the frame skips and stuff, so it looks really smooth and it looks really weird. Yep, I think my game's just glitching. It's not letting me get the last Dragonfly. Unless I already got it and I'm being an idiot. No. Not being stupid. And I also have every dragon. I just watched him get them all. So I should be able to just get the mission. I don't know why it's this big fucking ordeal. Yep, nope, the game's glitching for me.
I've had a forum where someone's like, oh, does anyone know how to get Dragonflies 1 in 10? And they have 686 out of 700 gems.
Wow, so he has the same issue I do.
Yep. There's a wizard in a wall. Like, you have to break the wall, and it has huge cracks in it.
Oh, I know.
With the missing gem.
Okay. So I know where that is. I saw a giant crack in a wall, and I was like, Spyro doesn't really do that often. They wouldn't do.
The other one's in a warp level, so you have to complete a maze of platforms.
A maze of... Yeah, but I need to figure out where that warp level is.
Yeah.
At least one mystery is solved, and that's really easy. I know exactly where that is. It's weird that someone has the exact same issue I have. Like the same amount of gems, the same ones missing.
There's a Reddit thread called "Was there anything about Enter the Dragonfly that you actually enjoyed?"
Can you check it out?
Yeah, it said, I like the 100% Ripto fight, and that's about it. Even still, he was lacking in attack variety. I guess the music was pretty good. Well, someone listed a lot of stuff. Yeah, people go into like full discussion and whatnot.
Finding interesting ones, tell me.
Nah, I don't feel like reading it.
You are the laziest person I've ever met.
And that Thieves' Den help thing was from 2002, when the game was new.
Wow. This game came out in
18 years
2002.
later. Yep. 18 years later, the struggle is still the same.
Sad days on Isle Delfino. I think it's in this room. Or is this the room I just came from? I think this is the room I just came from. Yes, it is. I'm being stupid again. What else is new? Shut up! Has there ever been an episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob's just fucking pissed?
There was the...
Oh my
Any spare
god,
time.
you do not need to help me anymore. It's
Yeah.
all in this room.
Yeah, there you go. There are a few times, and this is when Squidward and Mr. Krabs were using him. It's like, can you spare a dime when Squidward was living with him because he was unemployed? And then there was a... I'm trying to think of the name of the episode. The one where he wants to date Mrs. Puff and tells
What?
SpongeBob to manage his money, but he keeps going back on his word.
And he gets mad.
Yeah, because this guy's like, oh, take my wallet and go buy this thing. And then he comes back, he's like, why'd you spend my money? You should have talked me out of it. And it just keeps going until he's broke and he's angry at him. And then SpongeBob just blows up.
Oh, Mr. Krabs
can't
is
I-
dating Mrs. Puff.
Yeah, that one. I can't remember the name of the episode. I'm losing it. Off to Bobpedia.
What was that E3 guy Max was talking about? Where he was like, oh, Pete Hines.
Yep.
What a fucking legend. Also, I really love when people are called that low-key.
What?
When you look at someone who's just done some stupid, amazing shit, and you're just like, what a fucking legend. Tail put down in time. This music in this game is really fucking weird. I wish you could hear it right now.
Oh,
Where-
Krusty Love. That was the name of the episode.
Where is this taking me? Oh my god, this is too much. Can you believe that the one thing the creators of this game loved was the art style? It's just like, we had really good art for the game. It was great, fantastic. Really? Does it still hold up? Fuck no. I mean, to be fair, this is kind of just what I would think Spyro would look like if they made no advancements and they were just trying to port it.
Yeah, that's how Crash 4 is too.
Yeah, but I feel like you need to kind of just modify the model, change it a little bit for new gen hardware.
Yeah. Alright, dinner's ready, so I don't know if I'll be back.
So you might just miss the end of the game.
Yeah.
Now that I'm about to get to it.
Yep.
That's annoying. Mother of fuck. Now that he's not even here, what's the fucking point of keep going? I've seen the end of this game. Please don't fall. This was a stupid idea in retrospect, but it worked. Got those two. Is there a third one? There is. Ooh! Oh, that was unexpected, and it really scared me. Take things slow, take things easy. This is not hard, Tristan. This should be everything. Yep. There we go.
What's skill? I can't believe you made it to the wizard. Hey, it's Morphe. Want to try my black puzzle again? Come back in time.
And there we go. So last level done. Oh my god, I need to fucking pee. I'm probably gonna go after I'm gonna get to the final boss, and then I'm gonna go piss. I probably should have done that from the beginning. I gotta pee, so I don't piss myself, cause I feel like I'm gonna fucking piss myself. Hurry. There. The fucking game is 100%, and this isn't open. $89. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Go and piss now. I took a poopy and it was shaped like a crescent moon. My poopy was shaped like a crescent moon. That's literally the extent of it. So I gotta speed run to the end of this level. Where do I go now? It's just like, how did Spyro fall like this? Such a bad way to go. I mean, Reignited Trilogy kind of like helped his case a little bit, but like, it's shocking to me how big he was. And just how much people didn't get it. It's a magical dragon in magical worlds that make you feel something. And yet this I mean, I like the worlds, like concepts and stuff, but they could have done a lot more. Not even just like, okay, keep the 9 worlds in the game, keep the 1 hub world, detail the shit out of it. And make it feel magical, because this barren thing with nothing in it, this does not feel magical. And you can argue that about the original Spyro games, but at least they had like the limitations of the PlayStation 1, and they were pushing what people saw at the time. This is pushing nothing. Jak and Daxter was out at this point, I think. And that's a game brimmed with detail and magic. And okay, you take this game, okay, it wasn't finished, okay. Spyro 5 though, what's that excuse there? Spyro 5 is a game I like less than this one. Because this game just, they fucked it up. Done. Who knows when Crest will get back? Try to find something to do while he's gone. I don't want to finish the game without him because then there's no point. I guess it just didn't open up until after. What a bad loading screen.
You're back again? How is this possible? I will take care of you permanently.
Do I have to do the whole fight over? Yes, I do. So I'll catch up to the fight at least. Jesus Christ. Stop playing that fucking voice clip. It's awful. Come on, fucking really. Come on. Now he switches to his final form. That looked real bad. And now I'll pause it. I'm gonna get myself a fucking drink. I'll be back. So, there's no point in me finishing this when Chris isn't here. So, let's, work on my own project for a second. I am a lazy ass. I'm a fucking poo-poo doo-doo head that don't need no fucking head. Stop it. Did she log me out of my fucking YouTube? I swear to God. Okay, no she didn't. We're competing with ERB2 right now. We win. Okay, no she... Brohell's streaming? What the fuck? Okay, so I need to find... I hate the YouTube recommended thing that just stays on screen the whole time until you click it away. Okay. PlayStation All-Stars 2 big project, 161 pages long. It's not even the only drive project me and Chris are working on to make the greatest PlayStation All-Star game, but not call it All-Stars. I hate that I have so many. I need to... Echochrome, yep. Shovel Knight? Da-da-da. If you're gonna fucking represent indie, you gotta represent Shovel Knight of all characters. Okay, there's that. But I also need to go, first of all, put a spacebar here, and then change the things to that. And what is it? Who is considered the villain in Shovel Knight? The Enchantress. Okay. Now I need to find escape plan. There we go. No, escape plan, you fucker. There we go. I'm gonna move that to stage only. There. I guess just for, I don't know, call him Red Knight, I guess? I don't know. The Castle Crashers is a weird game, but it's got like a really unique art style that'll stand out. And that's what you really want. You want to pick things, stages, environments, characters that stand out. And Castle Crashers is a dearly beloved game that feels like a Newgrounds game, so I think it'll be...
I'm back.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Sorry to keep you waiting. I thought the game would have been done, so...
Oh, I'm waiting for you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no
Sorry.
point. There's no point in me beating the game. I've beaten the game.
Yeah.
This is for you, my man. My main squeeze, home squeeze.
And I came back to see this.
Yeah, whatever that is. I caught up to the fight.
It's Pimpdo.
Pimpdo and this pimp of fucking shit.
Left it in the Pimpdo.
I've just been talking. I've been changing our lists are. I got rid of Echochrome and all that on our drive.
Yeah.
So I've just been talking about why, even though Sharky says we shouldn't have Castle Crashers, why Castle Crashers would work.
Yeah, it would work.
You know why? Because
Oh.
we don't have a single other game that feels like Newgrounds.
Yeah.
And
Either that
even-
or Alien Hominid, but Castle Crash is the more popular one.
I don't know. Is Alien Hominid even on PlayStation?
Yeah, it was a PS2 game. It was on PS2 and GameCube.
Oh, maybe we should add it then.
Yeah, it was first.
Well, I was just saying, it's like, what you really want, you don't want a bunch of games that look like they're from the same thing,
Yeah.
like the same world. You want, even though we're gonna render these in 3D.
I feel like a stage from Castle Crashers should be cell shaded.
We should try to mimic the art style as close as possible with the hardware.
Yeah.
Except I just misspelled Crashers and called it Castle Crazers.
I'll give Smash Brothers that thing. They do a good job at unifying all the art styles, like all the characters into one middle ground art style.
Okay, I'm done with this now.
Even Brawl, when it got super realistic, everyone still kind of felt like they're in the same thing.
But I kind of don't want that. I mean, I
You
want
wanna be, like,
I want an
crazy?
art style. I don't want it to be crazy, but I see what you mean. Actually, now that you say it, I thought you were saying you like how they look like they're all from the same game.
It's like it's one unified art. It's like, think of Marvel 2, like both the Marvel and the Capcom side, all the characters, they all look like they belong together. Like it's not like, for example, a Mortal Kombat character was in Marvel 2 and they're, photo digitized in the game. Like that would look out of place. It's different with stages. It's more of like the characters need to be consistent.
I don't know how to do this.
But because PlayStation is almost all 3D games, it wouldn't be hard to like keep them unified. It's more of a matter of taking like the realistic characters and making them maybe have a little less detail.
I mean,
And then like Spyro would probably look like Reignited, and Crash would look like Insane.
I mean,
I
we
feel
would
like that would
definitely
be, like,
use
the-
those designs.
And I feel like that strikes a good middle ground. But like someone like Nathan Drake or
Yeah, they can't have
Isaac
as
Clarke.
much detail
yeah.
because that would make them look out of place.
I think Parappa looked really weird in PS All Stars.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like Game & Watch is like the only really out of place one in Smash, but like he still feels in place. It's weird, but like Parappa could probably be like Parappa 2, how he's a little more detailed.
So this is the issue of like, there's a free camera, so I'm not focusing on Ripto, so I can't see what he's doing at all times.
Yeah.
Which I know people complained about that with Spyro 2 and 3, that it was centered. But like, he's smashing the ground right now. I can barely see that.
Yeah.
Fuck me. This is just a remix of his Spyro 2 fight theme. No, actually, I think this is Gulp. This isn't even Ripto's theme.
I'll listen. Can't really hear it.
Is the audio coming through the stream?
Yeah, it's just like, I think a mix of that and what I hear from your mic. I just can't like hear the music. But I'll listen to all the music later.
How many hits does this fucker take? Jesus Christ.
It's like what they did to Joker in that one Batman game.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum. And they just,
JonTron's most hated boss battle.
it's a really bad boss. It's one of those bosses I don't blame him for making. He made a video the other day about like some TV show. And here's where you say, of course, it's not about a game.
Yep.
And it's just, it's a
Oh,
really...
Kid Nation.
Yeah. How did you know about that?
So I just checked. I hate his new like icon. It's like a really bad drawing of JT with tears. And then his banner is really bad too. It's trying to be like Adult Swim. With the only references to video games being the Spider-Man joystick and the Soldier Boy console. The rest of it, like, it's all just references to his reviews.
I beat it.
Nice. There's a new Xenoblade trailer out.
I saw
They
it.
love just putting those trailers out.
Twice I put my faith in this staff, and twice it has failed me. Dragonflies, I can't win.
Like, why are his nostrils, like, pulsating?
Did you know magic and dinosaurs?
That's what's, like, freaky about it. Is just, like, the characters, their faces morph. Spyro, it's not so bad. But it's just everyone else.
Yeah, I bet.
They didn't know what to do. It's clear to me that the voice direction in this game was not done by the same person.
It was probably done by 8 people who didn't know what voice directing was.
There's a balloon of Sergeant Bird and Agent 9.
Well, as normal as fairy tales go anyway, pal. I'll tell you what though, guys. We were just...
Those baby dragons look bad.
Don't ruin this tape for the baby dragon.
Yeah.
Right, Sparks.
They're running weird. Then they're, like, drifting.
Well, everything is finally back to normal. Isn't it, Sparks?
There's Bentley.
This game needed a remake more than any of the first 3.
Yeah.
Games should only need remakes if they perform poorly today. Like, Pokemon Red and Blue are probably the only Pokemon games that deserved it because, you know, you get the bag, which has limited item space, and when you get key items, you can't get rid of them and they take up an item slot.
Weed.
Good. Never again.
Final
3
thoughts.
hours. Bad.
3 hours?
Yep. I mean, half of that was me being gone.
Okay, we're done. I'm just ending it. No final thoughts. Don't even think about
Yeah,
thinking
bye.
about it.